we live within a particular time frequency, right? And your inability to determine what should be done at a specific time, what's required at that given time, your inability to be able to identify how long you should take on that project, your inability to be able to manage the other things around you affects you here as well.
Right.
It affects you mentally. It affects you physically.
Right.
So therefore, it's going to certainly affect your output, anything that comes from you.
Hi there, Nichole Joseph-Cupid, CEO of Business Lifeline Limited, and I welcome you to another episode of Meet Your Neighborhood Entrepreneur. Today, I'm going to have a very interesting conversation with our very special guest, Miss Tamara Rock. Tamara, welcome to Meet Your Neighborhood Entrepreneur.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Now, I'm really excited about chatting with Miss Tamara Rock. She's rocking the place with her own contribution as an entrepreneur. And you know, it's always exciting to learn what entrepreneurs do to make our lives better. So Tamara, I want to give you the opportunity to share with us, what exactly does Tamara Rock do?
I just love what you said, Tamara Rock. So I'm a double twin mommy and a time management coach to busy working moms.
Wow.
Yes. So I have two sets of twins. God has blessed me with two sets of twins. The oldest set are 9. They're girls. The most lovely girls ever. And the second set are boys, and they just turned 3.
Exciting time.
And I guess the whole journey, the whole desire to help moms with time management came from my struggle with time management when my kids were a lot younger. I had a lot on my plate at that time. Full-time job, going to school, married, living about 2 hours away from work.
Wow.
Trying to build a business at that time. And life was very tough for me. I couldn't get to places on time. I was behind. I remember my manager at a time approached my supervisor and said, "Write up." She always late because I had been late for years. Yes, I couldn't finish that time when my kids were very small. The first set, I was always late, and it really took a toll on me. And I remember trying to fix the situation by educating myself and looking for a promotion, and I got that promotion, and then it got worse because then I had this demanding job on top of it. So eventually, I learned through trial and error how to get a handle on my time, how to gain control over my space, over my tasks, over, to identify my priorities. And when I was pregnant with the second set, I was on bed rest, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to get certified, and I'm going to learn how I can teach other persons to do what I can now do. Because at that time, I wasn't perfect, I must say, but certainly I had a much better grasp of my day. I was planning. I was, everything was flowing as it should. I was on time for work. I'd get to places. It's up to date. And so I decided to get certified. So I got certified with a company, a coaching company in Vancouver, Canada. And it started, friends and family started to ask me to help them manage their time. And I was always the last person to reach for the lime. And they started to ask me. And I said, you know what? They know what my house looks like. Yeah. They know what my life looks like. And if they can entrust their lives, if for lack of a better word, to me, to help them to manage it, then, hey, I could probably do this.
You have shared from your own experience, and I as well very passionate about the journey of female entrepreneurs in particular, because of course after you finish all your entrepreneurial conquests, you still have to go home and start the other conquests. So your experience speaks to the heart of what many females go through who have chosen the entrepreneurial path. And I think what I want to zero in on is how does that inability to manage your time effectively impact the quality of what you produce?
that inability to manage your time effectively affects not just the quality of what you do, but the quality of pretty much who you are.
Wow.
Right? Sorry, I tend to start to preach, so I try not to, let's stay focused on the business aspect, right?
That's all right.
We live within a particular time frequency, right? And your inability to determine what should be done at a specific time, what's required at that given time, your inability to be able to identify how long you should take on that project, your inability to be able to manage the other things around you affects you here as well.
Right.
It affects you mentally. It affects you physically.
Right.
So therefore, it's going to certainly affect your output, anything that comes from you. Say, so I could draw an example. As a student, when exam times come, business it tends to want to suffer a little bit.
Yes.
If I don't plan properly, because my focus is on school, it's on
Right.
the deadlines, it's on meeting the assignments. And if I don't have a proper plan in place, what's going to happen is that I will focus on the paper that's due and forget all about, that consultation that I have and the training session that I have the next week. So that's what lack of time management or management of your responsibilities, that's how it can affect your productivity.
Yes. And you keep using my favorite word, plan. Plan, because there's just no way that you're going to get the results that you want without planning. There's so many things happening.
My favorite word too.
Yeah. So just like success in business doesn't come by accident, success in terms of your daily activities will not come by accident either. You have to plan your day, know what you're doing in order to get the results that you're hoping for.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, it's safe to say that there's a direct correlation between time management and the quality of what you produce. And for most entrepreneurs, you want to be able to give more, because if you give more, then the market will give more back to you. So certainly time management, I think, is at the heart of what we do.
Definitely.
But Tamara, I was on social media this week and I saw that you introduced your planner.
Yes, I did.
Yes! So tell us about your planner.
So this is my second planner. I launched a planner last year. I couldn't find a planner that suited my needs, so I designed my own planner, and then I went to my Facebook group and I said, "Hey guys, look what I did! I have a planner." And then they said, "Can I have one, please?" And I thought, "Oops, I didn't consider selling this one." So then I rushed to the printer and I tried to make more copies. So I said, "You know what? 2020, we're planning differently." So I started my plan at the beginning of the year, and I decided we're not focusing on mommy stuff. We're focusing on the woman who has children.
Okay.
Right? Because that woman who has children could be a student, she's a wife, and she's an entrepreneur, and she has a full-time job, and all these different hats that we have to wear. So it's not a planner that you're going to come in and see cute little kids and a lot of things to chores and that kind. This planner I wanted to make a planner for me.
Right.
Right? I am a woman who wears many hats, and I want to be able to plan appropriately and adequately for all the responsibilities that I had. So I launched a planner called She Plans 2021, and I just love that. You see, plan. She Plans 2021, and I'm almost out of planners at this time. Once again, as I took it to my group of ladies, they just grabbed at it. So I'm right now in the process of distribution. But yeah, I already started planning for Vision 2022, which is my planner for the following year.
Awesome. Now, clearly, we are very much aligned in the universe when it comes to planning, because Business Lifeline also introduced our entrepreneurial planner as well. Because even in consulting with clients, meeting with clients all the time, there is a definite gap. People know that they should plan. They understand that planning is essential, but somewhere there, just streamlining it getting some structure to it as to how do I actually execute this planning process. There seems to be a little gap there. So again, we would have put together a step-by-step guide for entrepreneurs so that they understand from A to Z. These are all the little moving parts that you have to plan for. These are the questions that you must answer in order to plan for these things effectively. So it's not just about having a day book and you go and you write in your day book at 9 o'clock, call. You have to get that whole strategic oversight into it. And maybe we should do some collaboration because, again, understanding the time management side and putting the whole strategic side together, you can only come out with something fantastic.
That's right.
So it's good that we have all these lovely innovations coming out that can help women. And it's not just about women, but time management. I know you would zero in on the ladies because of your personal experience. Because quite frankly, no offense, and this is not sexist, we carry a bigger burden.
Yeah, we do.
We carry a bigger burden. So time management is definitely crucial from that perspective and being able to plan for the success of your life.
I love it.
Yes?
Yes.
How has life changed for you now?
Because it was such a long journey, and I have my eyes set on a particular goal, I found myself saying, why am I not moving? Why am I not moving? Until one day I went back to some writings I had done in my journals. And I said, wow.
It was bad.
Whoa. Look at this. I think I may have been watching TV and I said, I am sitting here watching TV. I would watch TV. I was wasting time. And then I'll feel guilty. And then I'll scramble to do something else. I'll not watch TV because I was so tired. I wanted to relax my mind and I wanted to defrost and to thaw out.
Yeah.
But now I could watch TV because I've already organized everything that needs to be organized. As I say, things aren't perfect because I have 3-year-old boys. I'll just leave it right there. But, I have a system for how things would run home. How we'd approach your chores, how we'd approach school. Well, we're still working on that because I mentioned I have 3-year-old twin boys. But but I know I look back and I said, look at this. I'm getting so much done. I'm at school and I'm maintaining a good average and I'm around students who are failing. And I'm saying, guys, if I didn't have children and I didn't have this, I would have licked all you up a long time, because this I could do it. Then
Certainly.
Anybody else can. So, being able to manage your time, and I still work a little towards being able to do it even better, has changed my life, relationships, everything.
Well, now you have time to actually have a good relationship.
Now I have time to go on date nights with the huzzy and that type of thing. It's a game changer. And it's something that as you say, as women, we wear many hats and we blame ourselves for things that go wrong. I blamed myself.
Yeah.
I said, maybe at work I'm not efficient enough. I said, maybe, I would sit with other persons and say, how do you do it? And they will explain it, and I'll try it. But I didn't realize I needed sleep.
Yeah.
I needed to organize home a little better so I wouldn't be so harried in the morning before I get to work. And when I was able to set things in place for that, things changed.
Definitely. So, Tamara, I am certain that there are many viewers looking at this and thinking, gosh, I need to have a chat with Tamara. How can they reach out to you?
You can check out my website at tamararock.com. I also have, I love it. I also have a Facebook group called Prophetically Successful Working Moms, where I do a lot of trainings and I do videos and lives to try to get people up to speed. I know to help those, and I also do coaching as well. I have group coaching available as well as one-on-one coaching available. So
awesome.
They can find me on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn.
Yes.
I'm supposed to be on Instagram, but
don't worry, we can fix that for you. So awesome. So Tamara, it was an absolute pleasure chatting with you. I'm looking forward to amazing collaborations between us both, because I think we have a unique vision that can fuse in a way that can make phenomenal impact in terms of female entrepreneurs. There are many ladies that go out there and just make it happen.
That's right.
Coming out of 2020, that COVID just decided, let's see what kind of resourcefulness they have. There are many moms out there who would have found themselves in a position where they lost their employment and just have to get out there and be creative and do something. Because, like I always say, moms can't just decide, well, I have no money and, I don't know how the children are going to survive. By nature, women have to get out there and do what they need to do in order to look after their children. And that's a heavy burden.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of women now that really have to be entrepreneurial because jobs are not being handed to them. So if nobody's opening the door for you, then you got to build a door yourself and open it.
That's right.
So I'm really, really excited and looking forward to how we can help others find success in terms of their plans and aspirations. So we want to thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Meet Your Neighborhood Entrepreneur. And we were rocking here with Tamara Rock. And we are looking forward definitely to you joining us for another episode. And stay tuned for what's going to come out of this one. We invite you to like and subscribe to our channel so you can see even more exciting episodes of Meet Your Neighborhood Entrepreneur. Tamara, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.